things happen.
Yeah.
Not yet, anyway.
Floor drop.
Yeah, that'd be fun. It's like the floors.
6 inches is
They just said it was more stuff.
But there is 30,000 volts running through this cakewalk today. So now we're in the earliest days of Harley Davidson, and Bill Harley and Arthur Davidson were very good friends, and they lived, if anybody knows where the Juneau Avenue headquarters is, up about 4 miles from here on the west side of Milwaukee. That's where they lived, and they started experimenting with little motorized bicycle kits about 1901. And that was a kit where you could adapt your existing diamond frame bicycle into a motorized vehicle. Very, very crude. It would come with a small single-cylinder engine. The apparatus to make the rear wheel driven, kind of like what you see here, usually with a leather belt, sometimes with a rubber belt. Those motorized bicycles were never meant to be a long-range vehicle. It was never meant to be a long-lasting vehicle. You know, a diamond frame on a bicycle is not meant to handle that kind of punishment, weight, rigidity. What you see here is a motorcycle. It is not a motorized bicycle, even though it kind of looks like it. The dead giveaway is the frame and the engine actually are built to go together. You can say the frame accommodates the engine. So these early bikes are called a loop frame, among other things. I mean, that's where we first really did the frame. But so you pedal it to get it started, because there's a chain on the other side, and that gets the rear wheel going, turns the leather belt turns the engine, turns the crank. That's your power. It's got a right-hand throttle like the bikes we know of today. That little cylinder underneath is the muffler. That triangular box up under the seat, above what's called the seat stays, that's your battery. And there's nothing regenerating here. This is like, there's no magneto, there's no generator, alternator. You just keep buying dry cell batteries. Wow. And that's your electrical power. Brakes, it's a coaster brake, just like in the bicycles we rode as kids. You just go backwards on those pedals, and that's your braking. It's got about maybe 3.5 to 4 horsepower. It's got a high speed of about 40 miles an hour with the wind at your back. No fenders. Does anybody know why the tires are white? Some of you might have been on the tour before.
Nope.
People always ask about that. Why are the tires white?
That's what the color they came.
Yep. Bingo.
What do you say?
That's the color. That's the natural color of gum rubber.
Thought there'd be some fancy term for it, but it's smart as that.
Exactly. And you know, today, like the compounds have carbon added to them, and a whole lot of other stuff is done to tires to make them a lot more durable. You talk to any real old timers, car and motorcycle tires in the olden days were very unreliable. You know, blowouts and flats and things like that, very, very common. Oh, and by the way, the equivalent of your transmission is you take that leather belt, and you can see this big metal lever here. You're going to push that metal lever forward, and you're going to see how that tightens that leather belt. That's going to give you more grip on that rear wheel. That's how you speed up. So it's a very crude affair by today's standards. We can kind of move around to the other side here.